we'll hit record.
You forgot to tell me.
That's fine.
I'm a new tech person.
I know. We're getting over this. So anyway, so we're at the dining room table and we did the 55 minutes. We had a blast doing it. We did it again the next week. The third week we were in studio with a contract. And we've been doing it ever since. And it is absolutely 100%. You have Silent Mike to thank for this show.
He is, yeah, he's the founding father.
He's the
And
one who he's the one who got us started on the Ustream. So everyone who can see our pretty faces, you can thank Silent Mike for that.
Yeah.
Bra shots was his idea.
I have a question for you because when we started broadcasting, the little runner on the bottom, Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, was not there, and it just popped up.
It happens.
But no, what I'm saying is like that's Mike's thing. Yeah. Remember, there was a big discussion as to how big that banner should be on the bottom of this. So I just thought it was ironic.
We everything when we do a remote, all of that was provided by Silent Mike.
You know what? He was all of our big brother and protector. Oh, and you know, when we were out with him as a group, he made sure that we were looked after and we were good, and he was just Mike. That's all I can say. And you'll see when we post the stream of photos, there are several photos. Even when he was young, of two people taking a picture, and Mike's in the background with some silly face on.
He was such a ham.
Even as a kid.
Even as a baby. One of his very first pictures as a baby, he's sitting all by himself, and he's just got a wide open mouth, big-ass grin, and he's just like, yeah, I am here. It's like, you can't even sit up by yourself, and you're a ham.
That's how he always was.
That's how he always was.
So there's some really great pictures of him. And somebody who doesn't even know Silent Mike can look at these pictures and tell what kind of person he was.
Fun-loving,
what
carefree.
kind of personality he had, and just a huge heart. Huge.
He had so much to give people, and he would. If there was something he could do for you, he did it.
Oh, absolutely.
No questions asked, no expectation of a return. Just,
there's not a lot of people with a heart like that.
Just about everybody in our group has spent a few days on their couch because he was just like, come stay while you need to.
Yeah, and when it happened, it was on Tuesday evening. Sierra called me and she said, okay, these are the people that Alexia wants called. And she gave me my list and she had her list of people. So I started making the phone calls and everybody was, what? Mike who? And I told them, and no one could believe.
I had a couple of people go, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, and you know what? It's going to be very interesting. One thing, I think a little funny story. Alexia, we have a lot of friends that we have from the show, of course, and a lot of porn stars. Yeah. And so Alexia told Mike's family, there will be some porn stars at the memorial service. So everybody's invited, okay? We just wanted, Mike or Irma neither were very religious people, but they were spiritual in their own way. But more what we want is a celebration of Mike's life. Mike had a great time in life.
He would not have wanted us sitting around weeping and crying and mourning over his, decaying body. He would rather us be at the German Club, which is where we're going to be, drinking it up.
There's a cash bar, people.
Cash bar. He'd rather us
with
be
lots
drinking,
of really good food. Alexia's
music.
Mom's making his favorites, and so if you want to bring a dish, that would be great. If not, come anyway and eat and drink and tell stories about your favorite stories about Mike.
It is a family affair, so you can bring the kids.
So let's. He would want us to laugh and have fun.
He would,
and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do on Thursday night.
If we didn't have a drink, he'd be buying us drinks.
Well, we were talking about this today. Mike always liked to supply the party or to do something. There were several occasions when we would be at events and where there were bars, and Mike would go buy a bottle of liquor from the hotel or the bar with shot glasses and walk around and hand people shots.
We did
just because Mike liked to do that for people. So that tells you the kind of guy we're gonna miss.
He was pretty amazing.
No, we aren't gonna bum you out all show, guys. I promise.
No, we'll be getting. Mike would not have wanted us to be a bummed out show all.
Mike would also not have wanted us to not have broadcast tonight.
Right.
So that's why we're here, and
We are.
We will be here.
We will be here. We are going to, while we collect ourselves for a minute and get back to your regularly scheduled funny shit, we're going to take a quick break as soon as I set it up. Just chat amongst yourselves, you two, while I set up our break.
Okay, you got it. What are we chatting about? Andrea's here. You have some good sex stories since you were here last time? We're good, because if you did, we're going to make you tell it. You know what, though? That boy you were sucking face with in the car last weekend?
Yeah.
He kind of like... He makes me uncomfortable.
He makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I wish he had that much talent.
Was it not that good, girl?
The car was fast, so it was you know, like when you see the previews to a movie.
Yeah.
And then you go to that movie.
So wait a minute. So you went and took advantage of the full movie.
Well, it was a short documentary.
Documentary.
It was an animated short.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get the details. We're gonna get the details on this, including the size of his manhood. I'm sure after these messages. We'll be right back.